Welcome to Deer Lake, a place that hasn't seen a deer in decades. Hey, what's good, y'all? Welcome to another episode of Fishing with Bottles. Today, just gonna talk a little bit about Deer Lake. Alright, the most popular spots at Deer Lake are gonna be the dock on the south side and the two beaches on the south side. There's also a dock on the north side as well. Keep in mind, you're not allowed to fish on the far west side. There's buoys out kind of drawing a line for where you can and can't fish. My most popular videos down here are the Deer Lake bass fishing videos. I'll talk a little bit about trout too. Whether you're fishing bass or trout, having a boat down here is going to put you at a huge advantage. Best time for trout fishing is right after they stock the lake, because you could throw pretty much anything and you're going to catch them. You see guys fishing worms, you see guys fishing power baits, you see guys throwing spinners, spoons, whatever. They're easy to catch. Apparently they stocked it yesterday. Here's a rainbow. There's a rainbow. If you fish the north side of the lake, oh my goodness, you're gonna catch something good. What the fudge? Daggone eagle just bombed my frog.
Man, you should have seen your face.
I had a little backlash, was not paying attention. Once again, that eagle hit my frog. I can't.
2 times. I got you 2 times, stupid.
I was not watching that time. Dude, this guy's killing me. Seriously though, both sides have access down to the water. You just got to look for it between the trees. Alright, y'all, I know this is some old footage, but I thought I'd just use it to illustrate my point. People are like, "Ooh, Bottles, I thought this was Deer Lake 2017. Well, yeah, I'll get some more 2017 action in a minute, but just bear with me here. When you're walking along the north and the south side, you'll see little open spots in between the trees where you can get a line out. And these places can be productive because not a lot of people hit them. And when it comes to Deer Lake bass fishing, it's no different than any other lake. These spots where you can find these trees sticking out and stuff like that, hit those, hit the pads, any sort of structure. I was fishing a walking bait here, but if I'm not getting hit, I'm going to switch up to a soft plastic worm and I'm going to throw it as tight as I can to that cover. BamaBass did an amazing video on weather, and I'll leave a link in the description to that. I could go into it, but he's far more knowledgeable than I am, for one. And for two, this is going to end up being like a 45-minute video, so screw that. It's about time. Oh, and he's in the weeds. Oh. Oh no. Oh, he's just a tiny little guy. But I'll take it. Let's get him back in. Wasn't that a monster? People ask me, like, where are the big fish? I don't know where they are. I just try and look for them. People ask me, how do you catch the big ones? Honestly, I don't know that either. It's like you could throw out bigger baits, and that certainly helps. But the small fish will hit the big baits too, so I don't know if anybody knows. Let me know. There we go. Small little guy. But what's it got to do? Take what you can get. Throwing this 3/8 ounce chatterbait. Just hoping I could get something a little bigger. Caught up in some grass. About ready to say screw this. Okay, there we go. Glad I didn't say screw this. Oh yeah, that's a good one. Dude's got some fight. Scrappy little guy. Oh, that's a good fish. And that's why we fish in the rain. Dang. He was barely hooked. Got a scale here. Let's try and get a weight on him real fast. Get him back in the water. .7. All right, one more look and let's get this guy out. If I wasn't wet enough, I am now. Right now I'm throwing a chatterbait. Put some stank on that tail, folks. Stank on the tail is a bonus. That helps for real. Funny thing is too, I was gonna call it quits like a couple freaking minutes ago. And then bango. Land a big old sucker. Yeah, I know, more old footage, I'm a scumbag. But on this day, I was throwing bobber and a worm, just catching sunfish or whatever. And I saw two big old bass cruise by. So I pulled off my worm setup real quick and I threw a crankbait. If you watch the video, you can see me put the crankbait on a snap swivel. Kind of a rookie move, but I didn't want to take the time to retie. So I just got it out there and I kind of just guided it and pulled it right past his mouth, and I saw him like boom, smoke that sucker. Both of the sandy kind of beach areas on the north side, they got creeks going through them. Creeks can be great places. It kind of carves out a little point too there, so you got a hump and both sides have good drop-offs on them. Yeah, not the prettiest pulling them up onto the bank, but you know, I was younger. I did measure this bass. It was 21 inches, roughly 5 pounders, something like that. I hope this video was somewhat enjoyable. I don't really have like intros and outros for all these clips that I had. And Trust me, that's not even like half of the Deer Lake fishing stuff. It's just so much effort to go through it all because there's literally hours and hours and hours. But I don't know. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Maybe you got a little something out of it. If you didn't, hit that thumbs down. Smash that thumbs down. And yeah.